Hello, happy Thursday. I hope wherever you are that you and your loved ones are safe and well, that you're having a good week and a good day. This is my second try. I'm hoping I get it this time. Let's see what happens. This has been a good, little bit of a crazy week, but it's been a good week so far. I feel like I'm doing more household stuff, which is very good for me in terms of cooking and the cleaning from the cooking and the kitchen and stuff like that. I have my daughter to help me and stuff like that, but I do feel like the more normal things that I do, the more I'm keeping my sanity, truthfully, because I don't like feeling like I can't. That is, any person that has a chronic illness, and I have learned, especially in my situation, I had chronic pain and fatigue before my stroke. The stroke community, there's a lot of you can't do things, especially the way you used to, and I am very lucky. But feeling like you can't, or being told by doctors that you can't, it's very, it makes you feel very defeated and very like, this is not the way things are supposed to be, and so it's very upsetting. And so the more normal things that I do for myself or around the house for my family, the more it's hard to explain, but it puts me in a good headspace, believe it or not. It makes me exhausted, but I'm already tired. I have never been this tired in my life. I have never slept this much in my life. And if I was so tired, I should have been paid like a full-time job for the tiredness in my life before the stroke. But that was nothing compared to now. I could take a nap. I could just curl up right here and go to sleep. I'm not even kidding. And that is not me. But anyway, yeah, so the fatigue is, I was going to say tiring. Fatigue is tiring. But, my left side, when I'm walking for too long, that gets a little bit weak, and and my family notice that when I get very tired, I start to sound a little bit, we're calling it sleepy, not so much slurry, but like sleepy. But anyway, and that happened last night. We went for a big walk, after a big walk, and but I was determined. I was like, I'm going. But then by the end, I was kind of holding on to my daughter, and they said I just sounded tired. But anyway, so yeah, so that's where we are. But I saw my cardiologist, this new doctor, Tuesday. It was a referral from someone close to me, but it was a great referral. And great doctor, great staff. The office is really nice. And here's the thing. He is not married to the idea that the patent foramen ovale was the reason the clot got to my brain. He's sort of like, the best thing was he is not in the same system as the rest of my doctors, but he opened up the computer and was able to access my chart. I don't know what magicalness this is, but it was so great having him be able to read my entire chart. He said, yes, they joined the same computer medical system, whatever it is. But yeah, so I didn't have to go through the telephone book of information that I normally do. Plus I was forgetting, I couldn't remember the gabapentin. I have a routine that I go through every time I have to give my meds to my doctors. Or new doctors. I give them in the same order. I could not remember gabapentin for the life of me. And I was trying to, it was awful. It was awful. I've been taking that for 18 years. It'll be 19 years in September, and I could not remember it. And so it's forgetfulness and moments like that with the everyday things, the things I talk about on a daily basis or think about on a daily basis that I'm not remembering, that's very upsetting to me, because it's just like, it's like as if I forgot my own name. It's so much a part of me that it's anyway, it was very upsetting. But he had it all there, and he was able to read it. And so when I was explaining to him that they thought this was the conduit, he sort of shook his head. He's like, I'm not committed to that yet. So I was like, wow, okay. And he said the hole is so small that he just, he's not an alarmist, which I loved. He's very nice. He's had a sense of humor, but he isn't also, well, let's get right to the operating room, to fix it, because he said that repairing such a small PFO is very controversial. So I was all about that. I was like, yes, let's not do anything dramatic. The one thing he said was, he said he wanted me to wear a monitor for 14 days. Now, I immediately in my head went to the old Holter monitors back in not that long ago. And I went, oh no, because I was picturing, now if anybody's ever done that, you had to wear like that big canvas cassette tape in a bag, the big canvas bag I was trying to say with the big strap, and it's like a giant cassette tape monitor and you've got wires hooked up to you and you're dragging it around for X number of days. I heard monitor and I immediately started to be like, oh no, please don't make me wear it for that long. And he said, it's this tiny little adhesive patch. He said it's like a Band-Aid. We put it on your chest and you get a smartphone and they monitor you from, wherever. And I was like, wait, what? And he said, yeah, we'll put it on today and like we can monitor you, and if I have any, weird situations like dizziness, if I feel faint, all I have to do is press this little button. I'm not going to do it now because I don't want to cause an alarm, but press the little button and it's a USB port. It's the coolest thing. And it's a little bit annoying because the adhesive, I'm starting to feel a little bit of irritation by the adhesive, but I've only been at it for like 24 hours, so I've got to give it a little bit longer. But I just have to, there's two of these the one with the little blue sticker, there's two of them. And so when one of them gets low on a charge, I have to charge it soon. Yeah, oh no, I guess I don't, it's 63%. So that's pretty good. It's very cool. Yeah, and it's somewhere in Dallas is where they're monitoring my heart right now. And if anything happens, if I don't feel well, I press the button, I fill in the corresponding number of what's gone wrong, and then Dallas calls my doctor, then they call me, and then we get everybody on the phone and we figure out what happened. It's fantastic. And it's not, I can shower with it. I can't take a bath. I can't go swimming deeper than 10 feet. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that anyway. I'm not swimming. But I can shower with it, and it's waterproof. It's fine. And so it's like you're not giving up, hooked up to wires, and you're not able to. Oh, that was a nightmare. Granted, and so he said the technology has come a long way since I was like 2003, which is the last time I had to do that. But yeah, so he laughed. We were laughing about that because I immediately I was like, no, and he said, well, hang on, and But we were laughing about how big it was, and back in the day it was gigantic, and it was heavy, and it was just a big pain in the ass, and it was annoying. So I have to see a hematologist. I'm wearing this thing for a week and a half. I'm seeing my pain management doctor tomorrow. I mentioned the tiredness, and he said, you had a stroke. He said, this is par for the course, and everybody keeps telling me that, but when does it start to feel less, when do I start to feel less tired? Because I feel like there are days when I have so much energy and I can, do stuff and, get things done, and I feel like I can accomplish things. And then every other day I just feel like, give me a pillow and a blanket and I'll take a nap. I didn't sleep very well the last couple of nights because I got caught up in a book. I haven't been able to read very much. I feel like sometimes I open books even on my computer or like a real life book, and the text is my eyes. I need to ask the stroke specialist if I should just get my eyes checked again, or just go and get my eyes checked. And because sometimes like floor tiles or street tiles, I think I've mentioned that, and being in stores, some lights, it just feels like my head, there's this lens in my head that kind of pulls back. Did you ever see those? They have them in movies sometimes, like the shot where the person in the center stays in focus, but the rest of the background backs up. I know I'm probably talking about something everybody has seen, but my brain is like, what is this? And that's what it feels like. Like, this is not right, and I get a little bit of pain behind my eyes. But yeah, the forgetfulness is troublesome. the tiredness again. I feel like I'm just whining about the same things. And my back, you know, I've got to talk to my doctor tomorrow about my leg and my back because I'm over it. I'm over all of this. I'm not saying out loud as much, I can't believe this happened. I'm saying it in my head because I'm like, I can't believe this happened. You know, and when I tell people, everybody has the same reaction, like, oh, you know, like, how did that happen? It's like, you get into the line of people trying to help me figure it out. But, yeah, so I'm happy with this cardiologist. And, you know, I think I may have mentioned there was a test that they did when I was in the hospital that showed that my blood was a little bit thicker. It was one of the lupus-related tests. And not by a lot, but they were like, you know, this is something that could have been part of it. And but he's great, and so he's going to help me find a hematologist. We're going to talk about that next week. I'm seeing my pain management doc tomorrow. I'm following up with a couple of other doctors that need to get involved now for other things. But yeah, I'm here. You know, I can't ask for more than that. I can deal with everything else. I'm here. Yeah, so that's what's going on. I've got a weird sticker with a USB port, and I forgot that it, like, the lights blip on it every now and again, and last night I got into bed and I kept seeing this flash of light, and I was like, what the hell is that? And I didn't realize it was coming from me, and so it took me a minute. I kept seeing it, you know, sort of the light bounce off the sheets, and I was like, what is that? Where is it coming from? And it was like, it reminded me of when, it's amazing that anything reminds me of anything, but it reminded me of when I heard the alarm from the pump and I didn't know it was coming from me. And every time it started up, I was like, it's very close. It's like, then I realized the light is coming from me. But anyway, yeah, so that's where we are. I meant to make this a short video and I made it a long video because I get so tired. But anyway, I hope wherever you are that you have a low pain, no pain, low aggravation, no aggravation, kind of a day, kind of a week, and kind of a weekend. Because that's what we hope for. That is what we deserve, and that is what I wish for each of you. I know my outro. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to get cue cards soon. For crying out loud. This is ridiculous. Anyway, be well. I will see you tomorrow via the blog. Next week for... Via, not Fia. Hello, I can speak. Next week for another video. Be well. Take care. Have a good night. Bye.